Okay, so yesterday was the last day of school for me, and we got back these letters that we wrote to ourselves at the beginning of the year, and I was supposed to open it in class, but I thought, why not open it with you guys? So, here we go! Here is the envelope. It's just normal envelope, only it says, to Queen Cryselle, with a little crown as the stamp. So conceited. Here is a letter opener in case you're one of today's youngsters and you have no idea what this is. Dun, dun. Oh, it's on lined paper. Very professional. So first of all, there's something here. It's a note.
Dear Cryselle, are you still sassy and queen? I don't have a lot of space, but know that I think we could become really great friends. Lynette.
Aw, thanks Lynette. You're so sweet. Oh, I forgot to show you. So this is what it looked like. Her handwriting is so pretty. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. This is like the second video in a row where I've dropped something.
So here it is, and it's divided into sections.
There's my messy handwriting, and it says future, now, world, do, people, past, and school, and etc.
So it's from October 16th, 2015.
How long ago was that?
Siri, how many days are between June 10th, 2016 and October 16th, 2015?
Sorry, Cryselle, I can't do that.
Okay, so, dear future me, hey, how's life? Are you still trying to write your A's differently? Okay, so yeah, I need to show you. I don't have any paper. Oh, I'll just write it on the envelope. So before, I used to write my A's like this, that, but now I write my A's like this. Just because at the beginning of the year, I remember I was trying so hard to change my handwriting. Like, I don't know why. I didn't know what was wrong with my handwriting, but I really wanted to change it. So every time I accidentally wrote an A like this, I would just draw a little line over it to make it look like I did it the way I wanted to. But yeah, let's continue. Do you finally know what you want your career to be? I think I'm still interested in media/broadcasting. Yeah, I used to want to be, I think it was like a radio show host or something like that.
But now I actually really like editing these videos, so I'm thinking of going into video editing, but I don't know yet.
Okay, now we're going into the now section. I still have ARK. ARK stands for
Rare Cryselle, which was my old YouTube channel back in October, apparently. I still have ARK, but the last video I posted was 3 months ago.
It's the week after our first expeditions, which is basically like...
I forgot what they're called. I know they're called something. It's not extracurricular. It's last year I had choir. I forgot what they're called. There's a name for them. Oh, I forgot.
Anyway, it's a week after our first expeditions, and all of my friends are in photography. Ouch. Okay, now we're moving on to world. My favorite song is Ease by Troye Sivan, but I listen to other people like Halsey, 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, and Fall Out Boy. I volunteer at the library every Thursday after school. I still do. And I'm in 4 clubs. I quit all of them except one. I'm a lot more busy than I was last year. And now we're on to the do section. When I do get free time, I usually go on Tumblr. Same.
I recently started Jane the Virgin, but I deleted Netflix before it becomes Pretty Little Liars all over again. So last summer, I spent like 14 hours a day, literally, like while I was eating and while I was in the bathroom, I was watching Pretty Little Liars on my phone. I went through like 5 seasons in a few days. It was intense.
Also, I'm trying to eat healthier because I'm literally like 20 pounds. Still true. And now we're moving on to people.
My friends are now Ariana, in parentheses bae, Lynette, in parentheses trash, and Shreya, in parentheses ugly. Those are all of their nicknames, I remember that. Lynette was the one who wrote me the blue letter earlier.
I'm really lucky that we're all in the same mentor group, which is kind of like a homeroom, even if we have different expeditions. Again, which is like the extra class. And now we're moving on to past. Last summer, we went on a last-minute trip up north. We stole some glass from Fort Bragg, and we met these racist people in a restaurant. That was sad. And at the back, school. I have a lot of work that I'm procrastinating on. At least I'm not in this high school or that high school, right? I have a B in history, but I've only done 1 project, so it's okay.
Besides, improvement throughout the years is the next best thing to straight A's.
I'm still scared though. I haven't ever had a B in my final report card. What a little Asian kid. I can't. I mean, it's still true.
But scared for a B. Really?
And last section, etc. Honestly, I think they should give this letter back to us before we graduate, not the end of this year. Maybe I'll save it until then, if I remember.
And then I included some information like my height and weight and my BMI, which is kind of creepy that I knew that even though we wrote this in the middle of class.
I was keeping track, apparently. Hopefully something's changed since now. Aw. Hopefully everything's changed. What's that supposed to mean? Signed, literally me, Chriselle. There's my signature. But yeah, don't forget to like it if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want more. You can click right here to go to my Instagram, right here to go to my Twitter, and right here to go to my previous video. You can also click right here on my face to subscribe, and all of these links are down below in the description for those of you on mobile. Okay, bye!